fire is gone, but crews continue investigating.
Even in four-wheel drive, the mix of icy roads and chilly temperatures are taking a toll on drivers in the Mat-Su. Even though the city is working to repair the leak right now, some Alaskans say the amount of time it's taking is a hassle.
An accidental shooting in South Anchorage leaves one man in the hospital and another in police custody. Good evening, I'm Victoria Taylor. This is the log cabin officials say is a total loss. What's interesting is they also say they had a couple of difficulties because of the actual log cabin structure. As you can see, there was a second story. I'm going to make sure that mine fits right.
I'm pretty sure that I would be floating if it were in the water. Oh, it's a little snug. Thank you. So now that I know my life jacket fits, we're going to take a look at your weekend weather.
An anonymous note to UAA police lead them to 807 Barrow Street. In the digital age, more and more vehicles are becoming mobile offices and infotainment centers.
An early morning fire in East Anchorage leaves at least one dead and another injured. Live from the Anchorage Greek Festival, crews are still setting up behind me, but in just a few hours, this is going to be the place to be to have an opa of a good time.
While hanging out with Terry Russi, we heard a dog running down the hallway, but she assured me no dogs have been allowed. It may look like I need to clean out my trunk. But the truth is, if I were stranded overnight, the key to my survival may be in my back seat.
Both Mike and I are wearing pink today. Obviously, one of us wearing it better than the other. It's because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Right now, we're going to head downtown where your Alaska Link's Derek Smith is live at Town Square Park for Fire and Ice. Derek, how's it going down there? Good morning, Alaska. I'm Victoria Taylor saying Happy Tuesday. Anchorage police are seeking a male suspect in a shooting at a local pizza parlor that left one man critically injured. First of all, Stevie, I want more of that singing. What's it going to take to get a little bit more of that?
Must be funny in a rich man's world.
And she makes ABBA sound so fantastic. It's also playgrounds and private property. This is one crime leaving thousands of dollars in damage and personal lives on the back burner. Told me grab my umbrella, get my boots, and head out the door. A local business is not only being aided by police, but now social media to find thieves.
I'm Victoria Taylor with your Alaska Link.
What's the vehicle at the next location?
Tow truck drivers like Chris McDonald are busy. 3 days after the first measurable snowfall of the season, drivers are still adjusting to icy roads. One Midtown street set the scene for many car accidents Wednesday.
This is my first accident. I've been driving here for years and years.
The police officer told me they'd already sanded it once earlier and that they'd already had one accident today, but this guy was spinning out of control. This hill is dangerous.
Just before 9 a.m., an SUV heading east on that same hill lost control and collided with two other cars. Inside, a 4-year-old boy and his 6-year-old sister are ejected from the car and taken to the hospital. Even with the gravel and sand mixtures spreading onto roads across the city, one driver says it's not enough.
The city needs to do something about it. If they're going to sand it, they need to sand it more aggressively, or de-ice it, or shut it down.
According to some state officials, there's only so much maintenance they can do before Mother Nature's curveball shows up.
If we do have a lot of freeze and thaw type of activity, as you're aware, then sometimes that gravel or sand will go below the water on the surface and then sink into the ice below.
Even though tow truck drivers are navigating from accident to accident, officials say the number of weather-related accidents decrease throughout winter. Reporting in Midtown, Victoria Taylor, your Alaska Link.
When I saw the flames shooting like 20 feet in the air.
It's a homeowner's worst nightmare. A 2-story fourplex on San Juan Circle engulfed in flames.
Me and my wife were at home when this happened.
Families like the Lindermans left devastated as they stand and watch firefighters spray down what was once their home. The blaze broke out around 2 p.m. Monday. By the time fire trucks were on scene, 75% of the building was burning.
We had a partial collapse and part of the roof hit a firefighter, but he appears to be not injured at this time.
Along with flames and thick smoke, neighbors and residents reported hearing loud booms, which according to AFD were most likely caused by propane tanks on a deck of one of the units. There were no injuries reported. However, Jeff Linderman feared his children may have been trapped inside.
When our son called and said our place was on fire, I jumped the fence and was screaming for my kids and had to be tackled. I was trying to go in the apartment. I didn't know whether they got out okay or not.
There was one apartment that was searched when a homeowner said his 2 children were inside. It turned out they were not inside. They had self-evacuated.
The Lindermans had lived in the fourplex almost 7 years, but with only smoke left behind of what they once called home, the family is unsure of what comes next.
I don't know what we're going to do tonight, I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow.
A total loss, according to fire officials, leaving several families left to sift through the ash. Victoria Taylor, your Alaska Link. Most inmates will tell you why they are behind bars.
I have been in a cycle of using drugs and alcohol, going to jail, treatment. I've just been in that. I've been cycling through that for quite a while.
Choice has put these women in prison, but different decisions could change their life outside the barbed wire fence.
I was told a long time ago that if I wanted to change my life, I'd have to put just as much time and energy, effort into my new life as I did in my addiction. And I remembered that, and that's what I do today.
Donna is an alumni of the Success Inside and Out program at Highland Correctional Facility, the only female prison in Alaska. Now in its 8th year, the program is designed to teach women how to live healthy lifestyles when their time is served.
So we have set up sessions for them that they can sign up for, how to write a resume, how to do a job interview, where to look for a job, how to keep the job once they've gotten it.
Inmates with less than 1 year before their release spend an entire day learning life lessons. From fitness to fashion and budgeting, classes are taught by professional women. Some prisoners say this program feels like open arms from the community.
They don't have to do this, and I really appreciate that. It makes us feel like we're wanted in the community, that everybody cares and is supportive of us.
Almost 46, and things have been falling downhill, and these classes and tools that we're getting here are fabulous.
There may not be hard data for how successful the program is right now. Alumni say the tools created from the inside will work on the outside.
If you take advantage of the support that the women here provide, you can make a difference. You can change your life. You really can.
Little changes with a big impact are the heart of success, both inside and out. Reporting in Eagle River, Victoria Taylor, your Alaska Link. Some Alaskans can't wait to tackle the long lines, big bargains, and super sales of Black Friday. Others simply tag along for support.
She's in JCPenney, and when she comes to JCPenney, I sit over here. There's really nothing in there for me, so I let her do her thing, and I bought some pillows and I left.
For husbands like Patrick Julian, being part of the Black Friday support system comes easily. We've all seen it. Men carrying their significant other's purses and shopping bags as they sprint for the Friday sales. While sitting out a play or two is a-okay.
Currently shopping at JCPenney. It's a little bit of a madhouse in the houseware department.
And when faced with the biggest question of them all,
And you think he'll come back next year?
No. I'll settle for online shopping.
And for those who will not opt to shop online next year, one veteran shopper's advice is simple.
Make sure you got a full charge on your smartphone when you come.
And you just might notice that while there are many female shoppers on a mall mission the day after Thanksgiving, there are many men sitting on the sidelines for support. Victoria Taylor, your Alaska Link.